Well, good morning, everybody. It's January 25th. That means there's only one place to be, and that's the Stanislaus County Fairgrounds for the annual Modesto Model A Ford Club's swap meet. This is one of the largest antique car swap meets on the West Coast. I know it's nothing compared to the one in Hershey, Pennsylvania, but for us West Coasters, this is our annual pilgrimage to find that must-have antique car part. I left Reno at 2 o'clock this morning to make the 220-mile drive down here. Got here about an hour and a half before the gates open. It still took 45 minutes to get parked, but we're all settled and the sun's coming up. The weather's going to be great. Let's go check out the 2025 Turlock Swap Meet hosted by the Model A Ford Club of Modesto. I'm flying solo today because my usual camera person, my lovely wife, is out of state on assignment. So please bear with me as I try to host the video, film the video, and enjoy the swap meet all simultaneously. I'm sure I'm going to screw this up somewhere.
Okay, come on. What do you got? What you got? Nice chest, anything?
Just drinks.
No beer or anything?
So
Okay, you're good. Want squishy chips? That's a cool wagon. That's the first I've seen so far. How you doing?
Good, how are you? Oh, great. Thank you. Yeah, you too. Hello. Break 100.
Oh, we made it in the front gate. Let's let the treasure hunting begin. Well, here's the first Model A that I found for sale. A nice 31 Sport Coupe here, older restoration, 8500. Good looking car. Well, I just had a great conversation with a Model A guy, and he gave me a lead on where I can get my Volvo overdrive repaired. My four-door sedan has a Volvo overdrive, and it's been out of order for the last couple of years, and I really want to get that fixed. I love my Volvo overdrive, but I've had trouble getting somebody to repair it for me. So that alone makes this trip worthwhile, getting a good solid lead on where I can get that overdrive fixed. I'm really happy to get that, and that alone makes this trip worthwhile. So hopefully that'll work out for us. Lots of Model A parts here. Don't really see anything I can't live without, but I've got quite the selection.
You went there? Does he get great prices?
Well, it's 9 o'clock now. Sun's up, but I honestly think it's getting colder. I feel a lot colder now than I did when I started. Maybe it's just because I've been out here for a couple hours, but we do have a storm coming in tonight. Might have some trouble getting back over the mountain to get home tonight. And it's supposed to rain here in Turlock tonight, so I don't know that there's going to be many people here tomorrow. This is a two-day event, Saturday and Sunday, but Sunday's pretty minimal compared to what happens on Saturday. Almost all the transactions happen on Saturday. Got a 1929 double Model A dump truck. Looks pretty complete, decent shape. Asking 18 grand for it. I don't know if that means you have to hand crank it to dump anything or not.
Tight curve.
Well, lots of Model A stuff. I haven't found anything I can't live without, but there's plenty of it here. It's a pretty decent 30 radiator shaft. Got a 29 Model A pickup, but it's got a lot of modifications to the undercarriage of it. Nice 26T. Don't know if it's for sale. Don't see any price on it. Hey, look who we found here at the Turlock Swap Meet. We got Paul and Tina Shim. Of course, everybody knows their channel. Nice to meet you guys.
Nice to meet you.
Paul and Tina, I'm so sorry. I got so excited meeting you both that I forgot to know how to operate a camera. Paul, I know you understand my frustration. Beautiful gas pumps. Looking for a visible pump. Hopefully I can find one of those here today. There's a 1928 coupe body if someone's looking for a real project. Well, we got everything Model T here if you're looking for a ground up project. It's all there, you just got to put it all together. Some assembly required. Well, here's the Project 3031 two-door. Looks like it's all here, but needs a little TLC from the ground up. If you're looking for a project. Don't see a price on it though. Here's a good looking 36 Ford Phaeton. Needs a rework, needs a re-restoration. The paint's got a lot of cracking and chips in it, and some of the upholstery's got some tears in it. But it's a good solid car to start from. Got a beautiful 1930 two-door modified. If you're someone who likes Model A's but want to go a little faster, maybe this car is for you. Here's a 32-door sedan, just the body. Good project car. I hope you restore it back to original and not modify it, but it's a good solid body to start with. Nice sounding 1931 coupe. Got a new engine, new transmission, new tires. Paint's got a little age to it. It's got some paint blemishes on it, but good solid car. Nice driver, 16 grand. Here's a complete 34 Ford Coupe. It's a project. It needs a lot of work. It's what you call a 20-footer. Asking $40,000. Pretty decent looking 32 Plymouth. He's asking $13,500 for it. Well, these are the first visible pumps I've seen here. This is something I've wanted for a long time. I'm gonna keep my eye out here to see if I can find one. There was one here last year. I should have bought it. Let's check these out. Well, here's the booth for the new Burt's Model A engine block. Gentleman here telling you all about it. Yeah, there's a Volkswagen thing. It's 25 grand. I think they sold for about 1/10 of that when they were new, maybe even less than that. Well, mid-30s Ford, 10,500. Kind of rough if you're looking for a project. Well, here's the Project 35 Ford. This is the one I want. It's a little rough. Not looking for another project today, but that's just the pickup I want. It's all original, hasn't been messed with. I think he's asking $8,500 for it. There's a 3031 Model A coupe body, top of the market. Looks like it's in fairly decent shape. This is the Model T that we were looking at earlier. It is for sale. $11,000 is the requested price. Well, I bought a flywheel housing. I looked it over as best I could. I didn't see any cracks on it. And I just had an old Model A guy ping it with a piece of steel and it rang like a bell. So he says that's a good one. It's not cracked. So that's good news to hear. They're remaking these now, but they're over $500 if you want a cast iron one. I got this one for $20, so I think I scored a deal. Well, the last thing I really needed was more wheels, but the guy practically gave them to me. I paid for 4 wheels. I paid the price that I should have paid for one, and they came off a running car, so I know they're not bent or wobblers. Nice 31 slant windshield. Looks like minimal rust on it. Nice project. Well, the 31 Sport Coupe did get sold. I figured it would. It's had people looking at it all day. It's a pretty good deal. Oh, here's a nice 31 Vicky project for somebody looking for a Vicky. Well, here's a car I would buy if I had the space and money for it. Beautiful 35 Ford Coupe. Says it's original paint. Must have been put in a time capsule somewhere. Gorgeous car. I love this car. This is one that I could easily take home. Well, on my final walk around, I scored an Autolite manifold heater, and I bought a brand new Aries muffler. So, been a good day. Got some nice treasures. Made the trip pay. Saved the shipping on this muffler. Plus, they're selling it cheaper at the show here than you can get it in the catalog. Well, I just made it back from the Turlock swap meet, and it's hard to believe a few hours ago I was walking around in a t-shirt in nice sunny weather. The storm that everybody was predicting to come in tonight did catch us. It's snowing here in Reno. We're right about 5,000 feet. It's actually more snow here in Reno than there was up on top of Donner Summit, which is 2,000 feet higher. But we had a great day. Beat the storm, found all kinds of treasures. It was a good day. Well, thank you so much for staying to the end of the video. We greatly appreciate you coming along. If you haven't subscribed, please consider doing so. It really does help the channel.